From New Hanover County Schools Television, three-time Blue Ribbon winner for the North Carolina Schools Public Relations Association for Outstanding Electronic Media, this is your School News.
Welcome to your school news for the week of January 19th through the 25th, 2015. I'm Maggie Caudle.
And I'm Talfa Everett. Topping our newscast this week, Gregory Elementary holds its traditional Martin Luther King Parade. Tony Awards opens the door for students to recognize educators, and students are preparing for the county-level math counts competition.
Topping our newscast this week, Gregory Elementary hosted its third annual MLK Celebration and Freedom March reenactment last week. Students, staff, and parents honored Dr. King's memory with a march on Gregory's campus that culminated in the auditorium with a special student performance of Dr. King's quotes and excerpts from his speeches. With the details on this meeting is YSN reporter Bobby Blue.
It was the third annual Gregory Elementary MLK Reenactment March. Leading up to the event, students got lessons focused on messages of tolerance. Students discovered the dangers of stereotypes and how to burst stereotypes that unfairly label individuals or groups. Gregory students also took part in activities that reinforced the idea that one can't always judge the quality of a person by his or her appearance. Sometimes people can be appreciated for their differences. This year, Gregory gave the celebration a new twist with a special presentation of quotes and speeches made by Dr. King during his civil rights movement.
And we've usually just marched around the premises to kind of reenact what our fathers and grandfathers did for us to get us here. This year, we wanted to do something a little bit different to really make sure the kids didn't just do the motions, but had the feelings of what Dr. King was trying to express, especially nowadays with all the things going around in our country. It was very important to our school and our staff that our kids really understood the words and not just the motions.
The well-choreographed event was extremely creative this year and combined quotes and excerpts into an imaginative performance to honor and remember Dr. Martin Luther King.
I really liked the first part of my speech, my opening. It was, I have a dream that one day my 4 little children will one day be judged by not by the color of the skin, but by the content of their character. That meant a lot to me because back then people were judged by their color of their skin, but it really means how you are on the inside, but not on the outside.
Well, I did one of the quotes, and I think that quote meant a lot to me because it's very true. You don't have to have a whole lot, you don't have to be very important. You don't have to be the star to make a difference.
All grade levels participated in the parade reenactment and the onstage assembly. Both events provided a wonderful culmination for the students who had learned about Dr. King's life, his work, and the purpose of observing the Martin Luther King Jr. holiday. The event ended with students chanting and singing "Happy Birthday" to Dr. King. Reporting for Your School News, this is Bobby Blue.
Countless Tony Award winners have used their acceptance speeches to thank their former theater teachers. As a way of formally recognizing these educators, the Tony Awards and Carnegie Mellon University have just opened nominations for the Excellence in Theater Education Award, a new award that recognizes outstanding theater teachers around the country. The prize aims to honor teachers who have demonstrated dedication to the theater and have had a significant impact on their students and community. Anyone currently teaching at a K-12 school or reputable theater organizations in the United States is eligible to be nominated by a student, community member, or other individual familiar with their work. The nomination process is entirely online and must be completed by March 31st. Finalists will be chosen by judges within the theater industry and will receive $1,000 for their schools, as well as tickets to the Tony Awards in June, including transportation to and lodging in New York and an invitation to an exclusive pre-Tony event. The winner will also be recognized on stage at the award ceremony and will receive $10,000 for their school.
In other news, a new buyer retention facility installed in the Dock Street parking lot at New Hanover High School will improve the quality of water in nearby Burnt Mill Creek. The facility controls the flow of stormwater from the parking lot and filters out pollutants before they enter the stormwater system. The project was installed by the North Carolina State University Department of Biological Engineering and the NC Water Resources Research Institute through a grant from the NC Clean Water Trust Fund and United States Environmental Protection Agency's Clean Water Act. The New Hanover County Schools Facility Planning Department and NHHS participated in the design and construction process, and NHHS can utilize this new facility in their instruction program to illustrate best management practices for improving stormwater quality in our area.
Mosley Performance Learning Center will begin implementation of a Career Readiness Academy in 2015. The Career Readiness Academy model is designed to increase student achievement and graduation rates, provide relevant job skills and credentials to students, and to increase sustainable partnerships with the local business community.
Students that enter into the academy will have the opportunity to have up to 5 industry recognized credentials by the time they graduate. So they will not only leave with a high school diploma, but they could leave with up to 5 portable, nationally recognized credentials to take with them either onto a college career or into the workforce.
Mosley PLC will begin improving instructional design, delivery, and data analysis with a focus on literacy based on the Career Readiness Academy model during the current 2014-2015 school year, and will continue to plan for the implementation of career technical education credentialing process and increased community partnerships. The Career Readiness Academy will be fully implemented beginning the 2015-2016 school year.
Finally, New Hanover County Middle School students will compete in the county-level Math Counts competition on Friday, January 30th, 2015, from 9:30 a.m. to 1 o'clock p.m. in the New Hanover County Board of Education Center, 1805 South 13th Street. The regular contest consists of 2 individual rounds and 1 team round, with prizes awarded to a winner from each school, as well as an overall team champion. Top scorers then go head-to-head in a fast-paced countdown round to practice speed and mental math abilities. This county-level contest serves as a practice for the regional contest to be held in February. Now, when your school news continues, we have an exciting lunch menu forecast.
Plus, coming up in 60 seconds, we'll have reports on record number of students nominated to Eastern District Honors Band, new law can affect current health plan of retired teachers working part-time, and elementary and middle school students win this year's Young Authors Contest.
This is your school news on cable and online. Look for our blue logo at all the latest news online at www.nhcs.net. Don't go away, we'll be right back.
Tomorrow Today, a DW production. Science creates the future. Tomorrow Today.
Free throws, slam dunks, and fast breaks. High school basketball season is in full swing. I'm Joe Katz. Join me each week for the basketball edition of Sports Roundtable. We feature the area's most in-depth look at all the county's girls and boys varsity basketball action. Each week, you'll get a first-hand account of the defensive and offensive strategies from New Hanover County Schools head basketball coaches. The Sports Roundtable, Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. right here on the Learning Network. Sports Roundtable is made possible with the support of Papa John's Pizza, Hendrick Toyota Scion of Bloomington, Diana Corbin of Century 21, Sawyer & Associates, Port City Daily, and CBS 10 WILM.
Welcome back to your school news. The Eastern District of the North Carolina Bandmasters Association works each day to advance the cause and development of school band programs in Eastern North Carolina. In cooperation with the North Carolina Music Educators Association, this organization plans and operates numerous activities, including band, clinics, workshops, and special events. One of those special events is Honors Band, and this year New Hanover County Schools is well represented with over 40 students selected to participate. We get a full report from YSN reporter Hannah Bullock.
Each of the 4 traditional New Hanover County High School bands had members selected for the North Carolina Band Association Eastern District Honor Band, totaling 44 students overall. Every year, students from 30 counties and 64 high schools compete for a spot in the Eastern District Honor Band. Only 190 students are selected each year to be a part of the prestigious Honor Band. This month, high school bands traveled to Greenville to audition for the Eastern District Honor Band. For the auditions, the students were required to learn numerous scales, multiple octaves, the chromatic scale for their instrument, and a full solo selected by the state of North Carolina. Each student was then asked to perform for a set of judges for ranking against their peers in order to determine who would qualify for the Honor Band. The students selected this year from Ashley High School are Paul Atkins, Beth Billups, DJ Bowles, Clara Hairgrog, Jenny Herod, Avra Jans, Josh Johnson, Noah Marney, George Mayo, Jacob Merton, Zach Miller, Caleb Price, John Reyna, and Abby Shibley. Students selected for the North Carolina Band Association Eastern District Honor Band from Hoggard High School are Constance Chadwick, Jacob Hardson, Lauren Iametio, Ivan Linnett, Zach Pakonevich, Tyler Reed, Dylan Whaley. 10 students from Laney High School were selected for the honored band. They are Kiera Abraham, Jenna Bastian, Nathan Caldwell, Christina Ficken, Rachel Glue, Joyce Pachersky, Zion Perkins, Destiny Pridgeon, Leroy Pridgeon, and Alan Smith. Finally, honor band members from New Hanover High School are Ellis Ackerman, Matthew Bowerman, Shannon Bowerman, Drew Cummings, Carolina Jones, Thomas Lee, Rachel McCoy, Cliff Poland, Pashawn Sellers, Ariana Chenette, Bradley Terrell, Henry Tillery, and Ben Woodcock. These select students will travel to East Carolina University in Greenville on February 6th to rehearse with other members of the All-District Band. They will spend 2 intense days rehearsing and will perform a concert on Saturday, February 7th, 2015 in the Wright Auditorium on the ECU campus at 5:30 p.m. The concert is free and open to the public. Reporting for Your School News, this is Hannah Bullock.
The Head Start Policy Council will meet the third Thursday of each month beginning at 6 o'clock p.m. in the Dale K. Spencer Building, 1802 South 15th Street. The dates and times are listed there on the screen. The council is comprised of parents and community members, with Edward Higgins serving as the board liaison. The functions of this Head Start Policy Council are to serve as a link to the school system's various parent organizations, assist the Head Start Parent Committee in communicating with parents, work with the parent committees in planning, coordinating, and organizing program activities, and to assist in recruiting volunteer services to address identified needs. For more information on the Head Start Program and Policy Council, contact Shannon Smiles, Director of Early Childhood Education, at 910-254-4168.
If you're a retired teacher working part-time, a new law could take away your current health plan. This new law affects retired state employees who return to work. If you work a certain number of hours as a temporary state worker, then you must use a much simpler but more expensive health plan. Currently, New Hanover County Schools has many retired teachers to return as substitutes.
If you're a retiree and you wanted to come back and, let's say, substitute in our system, maybe for somebody who's out on a maternity leave, if it is more than 3 consecutive months where you're working full-time for us, which is often the case, what happens is we are required by this new law to take away your state health plan, which is a really good plan, and instead you get what's called the HDHP plan or bronze plan. It's minimal coverage and you also have to pay for it.
While no action has been taken to change this law, many different organizations across the state have asked the General Assembly to reconsider it.
Parsley students are working with clay this month in Miss Slode's art class. Prior to starting their creature figures, the Parsley 5th graders were exposed to pictures of public sculpture and examples of 3D artwork. Miss Slode also explored many of the properties of clay and demonstrated some sculpting techniques such as pinch, coil, push, and pull. On the first day, everyone just played with the clay and experimented making many different things. The next day, the students created clay creatures. Miss Slode fired the clay figures, and students got a chance to paint them with glaze and watch as they were fired again, resulting in colorful clay creations. Many students will choose to give their work of art as a gift to someone special.
Ogden's after-school students have spent the school year being a part of the NFL's Fuel Up to Play 60 program. The program helps to encourage and motivate students to indulge in at least 60 minutes of active play a day. As the National Football League is deep in playoff season and approaching the Super Bowl, students involved in the after-school program have used their art time to show support for the NFL and their favorite teams by creating their own pom-poms and making their own field goals for their paper football Super Bowl. Despite the NFL season coming to a close in the next month, Ogden's after-school program still plans to continue their pledge by having 60 minutes of walking, running, jumping, dancing, and play to their day.
Finally, New Hanover County Schools had 17 elementary and middle school student winners in this year's Young Authors Contest.
The contest, sponsored by the North Carolina Reading Association, encourages young writers to write about personal experience using prose or poetry, fiction or nonfiction. This year's theme, Dare to Dream, asks students to write about their own dreams or about how they have been inspired by the dreams of others.
The county level winners and the council's choice winner will move on to compete at the state level competition. They are
Tyler Bickham, Isabel Curlin, Melanie Carr, Maddie David, Ethan Fidcanon, Caroline Hill, Charlie Amig, Austin Johnson, Jasmine Coleman,
Elizabeth McDonald, Sydney McClear, Nikayla McKnight, Jaritza Cruz Montalban, and Michaela Parnell.
And the council choice winners were Aaron Saturli, Andrea Vasquez, and Megan Wilderman.
Now don't go away. Coming up, if you love high school basketball but you can make it to all the games, we've got a solution.
Plus, we have this week's edition of the Lunch Bill Affair.
Your school news will continue after the break. Welcome back to Your School News. New Hanover County Schools Transportation Department operates one of the safest school bus fleets in the state.
Maintenance keeps these vehicles in tip-top operating condition. This week in our Big Yellow Bus series, we look at school bus maintenance and the important role it plays in keeping students safe. We get the report from Casey Williamson.
Perhaps the most important safety aspect that school districts can provide students is ensuring that school buses are regularly serviced and remain in top operating condition. This requires a tried and true preventative maintenance schedule.
Preventive maintenance is basically maintenance that you do prior to a breakdown. You're trying to avoid a breakdown, on the road. So we do preventive maintenance on our buses every 20-something days. We do a 30-day inspection, which is nothing more than a North Carolina state inspection on your automobile. We check over the bus, brakes and everything, make sure everything's okay so it doesn't break down. So that's basically what preventive maintenance does. It actually stops you from breakdowns. It helps you so you don't have a number of breakdowns.
Preventative maintenance is the key to a safe fleet and an economically operated fleet. School buses must be inspected on a scheduled basis by a qualified mechanic. Lubrication is necessary to extend wear points. The amount of wear in many areas can be measured. replacement of component parts can be done before failure occurs.
We see buses every 5,000 miles. You know, it can be from an oil change to a brake job. You know, there's different things we do every 5,000 miles. You know, like I said, first will be an oil change, the first 5,000 oil change. Second one may be the front brakes, you know, check the front brakes. And then usually the third one is a complete brake job, oil change. We go through the whole bus, you know, and find out anything that's wrong with it.
Today's school buses utilize intricate computer programs to run virtually every function, from the engine to brakes to lighting. And the advent of GPS, routing, and maintenance software has the capability to provide in-depth vehicle diagnostics. This requires technicians to be trained with advanced certifications.
Unfortunately, we don't get enough training. You know, everything's kind of hit and miss. You know, we learn as we go, you know, and that's unfortunate, you know, because if we got more training, it'd be a lot better.
Daily inspections and expert handling can prolong the life of a bus and increase its service quality. Last year, Governor McCrory signed into law new school bus replacement rules. Previously, school districts had to replace their school buses after they logged 200,000 miles or reached 20 years of age. And now a school bus is eligible for replacement when it is either 20 years old or has been operated for 250,000 miles. The effect of these changes on maintenance costs and a bus's serviceability is still unknown.
Basically, the biggest thing, as they get older, you find more oil leaks, fuel leaks, you know, the hoses get dry rotted. You know, I would say that the leaks are the biggest thing. In a county as small as New Hanover, you know, with the stop and go, you know, we run into a lot of problems with brakes, transmissions, you know, as they get older.
The goal of the Transportation Maintenance Department is to see that New Hanover County school buses are maintained in the most cost-effective manner possible in accordance with board policy and federal and state guidelines. The men and women in the Maintenance Department believe that children can't learn if they don't get to and from school in a safe and timely manner. Their work ensures that our buses are in top condition, and if they aren't, they pull those buses until safe operation is possible. Their sound judgment and skill keep students safe every day. Reporting for Your School News, this is Cassie Williamson.
It's time now for this week's lunch bill affair. Across the county, school lunchrooms have gotten a facelift and a menu makeover.
Lunch menu analyst Creed Rassin joins us now with the week's school lunch menu so parents, students, teachers, and everyone working with the New Hanover County school system can plan their lunchtime options.
Here in the newsroom, I've had a chance to review this week's lunch menu. For another week at school, here's your lunch bill of fare. On Tuesday, January 20th, we kicked things off with 3 great entree choices: bread and mozzarella sticks with marinara, orange chicken with rice, or a bacon cheeseburger. On the side, we have glazed carrots, a garden salad, and fresh fruit. On Wednesday, January 21st, you can choose from chicken quesadilla with Spanish rice, cheesy breadsticks, or pork chop sandwich. On the side, enjoy pasta salad, corn, garden salad, and pineapple chunks. On Thursday, January 22nd, struggle to choose between lasagna roll-up with a roll, BLT sandwich with cheese cubes, or oven fried chicken with a roll. Enjoy delicious side dishes which include sweet potato puffs, garden salad, and fresh fruit. On Friday, January 23rd, we have 3 entree choices: a hot dog with chili, turkey and cheese hoagie, or chicken nuggets with a roll. On the side, indulge yourself with macaroni and cheese, baked beans, carrot sticks, a garden salad, and spiced salad bowls. For the weekend, I've got my healthy tip. Try and cut out late night snacks. Late night snacks are common as for a lot of people it is the first time they relax during the day. But the snacks are usually heavy in calories. Try closing down your kitchen after a certain time or having 100-calorie snack packs for late night cravings. After the weekend, Monday's lunch menu includes chicken Alfredo with a breadstick, French bread pizza, or deluxe chicken sandwich. Top your meal off with garden peas, glazed sweet potatoes, a garden salad, and mixed fruit. Did you know that the Fresh Fruit and Vegetable program provides all students in participating schools with a variety of free fresh fruit and vegetables throughout the school day? It is an effective and creative way of introducing fresh fruits and vegetables as healthy snacks options. Now taking a look once again at your lunch entrees for the week, you've got some great selections. a bacon cheeseburger on Tuesday, cheesy breadsticks on Wednesday, and chicken nuggets on Friday. That does it for this week's Lunch Bill of Fare. From the newsroom, this is Creed Rassin. Back to you.
Thanks, Creed. Don't forget, you can also catch the Lunch Bill of Fare during the morning show here on the Learning Network and get lots of helpful nutrition information online at www.nhcs.net/nutrition.
Now don't go away. Coming up, New Hanover County Schools TV is live streaming many of the area's crosstown basketball matchups. We've got all the details.
This is Your School News on cable and online. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
I hope you find a home. I hope you find a home. Hey, maybe you'll be picked next. Maybe you'll be picked next. We've been caged together too long. We've been caged together too long. How come nobody ever picks me? Maybe they're looking for somebody different. Pick me. Well, the shelter's closing up for another day. We didn't get picked. I know. Tomorrow. Guaranteed.
Welcome back to Your School News. If you love high school basketball, then we have great news for you.
NHCS TV is live streaming varsity girls and boys high school basketball games in January and February. You can watch games on your computer, tablet, or mobile device.
In addition, the games will be televised on the Learning Network, Time Warner Cable Channel 5, and Charter Cable Channel 191 starting Saturday, January 24th and running through February. Games air on Saturdays starting at 7 o'clock p.m.
This year's streaming schedule includes Ashley at Laney and New Hanover High School at Laney, which are now both available on demand.
Future games include New Hanover High School at Ashley on January 27th, Hoggard at New Hanover High School on January 30th, Ashley at Hoggard February 3rd, and Hoggard at Laney February 6th.
Girls varsity games start at 6:30 p.m. and boys games follow at 7:30 p.m.
To watch the streaming of these matches, go to www.nhcs.net and look for the blue NHCS TV logo or the high school basketball icon on the school system's website main page. Then click on Streaming Schedule.
That does it for this edition of Your School News. Recapping some of our main stories. Gregory Elementary held its traditional Martin Luther King parade and celebration. Tony Awards opens the doors for students to recognize educators. Nominate your teachers today. And students are preparing for the county-level Math Counts competition on January 30th.
Remember, Your School News is on cable and online. And don't forget to start your morning with our Light and Lively morning show weekdays at 6 a.m.
I'm Talfa Everett.
And I'm Maggie Caudill. On behalf of the entire YSN crew, thanks for watching New Hanover County Schools TV on the Learning Network.
Have a great week.